So I wanted to come on here and talk about this story right here. And to be honest, I didn't know what this story was about because all I kept seeing was a picture of a mugshot of this man next to the Dunkin' Donuts logo. And I was so confused about what was going on. And then when I got a little bit more insight about it, I said, did they really have to arrest him? I mean, after all, he was, defending his own honor. So basically what happens is you have this man by the name of Corey Pujols. I hope I'm pronouncing his last name correctly. And this incident happened at a Dunkin' Donuts in Tampa, Florida, in which he got into a verbal altercation with a 77-year-old palm-colored man who called him a racial slur. And Corey punched this man so hard that he died. You heard that correctly. This man literally got punched one time and died from one hit. Now, the guy, like I said, who called him the slur was 77. Corey is 27. So you're talking a 50-year age gap between the two of them. So it would not have taken much for this to knock this guy out like for eternity. But I'm going to go ahead and get into the article. A Dunkin' employee, and he's an employee, so he worked there, faces manslaughter charges after punching a customer who then fell, hit his head, and later died, police say. The single punch that led to the arrest of 27-year-old Corey Pujols was thrown May 4th, which was my birthday, at the 410 South 50th Street. At the Dunkin' store at the Marathon gas station at 410 South 50th Street, just south of the Leroy Selman Expressway, according to an arrest report. Pujols told police the man called him a racial slur. Police and fire rescue crews were called to the store about 1:30 p.m. and found a 77-year-old man unconscious and bleeding from the back of the head. Paramedics took the man to the Tampa General Hospital where he was placed in intensive care. The man's name is not included in the arrest report. The Tampa Police Department does not release the names of crime victims due to the department's interpretation of Marsy's law, a voter-approved amendment to the state constitution that was meant to protect crime victims but that deprives the public of information long available under Florida's public records law. According to information released Monday in a Tampa police news release, the man first went through the drive-through window and became upset about the service. Employees asked him to leave. Instead, he parked his car, went inside the building, and began arguing with Corey, according to police. Corey told police that the man was a regular customer, was extremely rude that day, and called Corey a racial slur, according to the arrest report. Corey, who is black, said he asked the man to repeat what he said, and he uttered the same slur. Corey said he punched the man once in the face, causing him to fall. The slur is not included in the report. Red flag raised, not on his part. Why didn't they include the racial slur that he was called in the report, which I'm sure this guy told him what he said, like verbatim. And that's probably why he asked them to repeat it, because he just wanted to make sure that this guy actually said what he said. But they didn't put it in the report. So now they're trying to make it seem like he just punched him just for the hell of it. They not slick. And I was going to save this for the end of the video, but do you see why black people, like, I know it sounds redundant, but they need to have a hate crime law or anti-black law on the books? Because look at all the stuff they're going on through right now. They didn't even put that on the books. Now, let that have been an Asian American that this happened to. They would have had the world news all on this, and they would have found a justification to protect that Asian American individual. The store surveillance system captured video of the punch. The video shows the customer didn't touch Corey and that the man appeared to hit the back of his head on the concrete floor after Corey punched him, according to the report. Police initially arrested Corey on a charge of battery on a person older than 65. Jail records in that arrest list him as the Dunkin' store manager. He was released the next day after posting a $2,000 bail. The customer died at Tampa General on Friday. An autopsy showed he had a skull fracture and brain contusions as a result of blunt trauma to the head. A doctor at the Hillsborough Medical Examiner's Office told police the death will be ruled as a homicide. Police obtained a warrant for Corey's arrest on charge of aggravated manslaughter of a person older than 65, a first-degree felony punishable by up to 30 years in prison. Now, let's analyze this. This guy was rude in the line, in the drive-thru, or wherever he was. He came inside, was rude some more, called this man a racial slur not once but twice. He hits him. He falls to the floor. He ends up dying. I'm sure this guy did not intentionally do that to want to kill this man. But they're making it seem like he intentionally did it, or he kind of lured this man in here just for the sake of wanting to hit him, when the guy clearly called him a slur. And they did not include the slur in the report. So they're trying to make it seem like this guy just hit him just because he felt like hitting him. Like they're literally trying to stack a case against him and he was the victim. Let's see, where did I leave? It says he was being held Tuesday without bail. Records show the court has appointed Corey a public defender. We are deeply saddened by the incident at our franchise restaurant in Tampa, a Dunkin' spokesperson said in an email statement. The franchisee, who independently owns and operates this restaurant, is fully cooperating with the local authorities. As this is an ongoing investigation, we defer any additional questions to the police. The statement did not address a question from the Times about Corey's current employment status with the company. Formerly known as Dunkin' Donuts, the company changed its name in 2018, dropping Donuts from its moniker. See what I mean? They've already stacked the deck against him already, and he was just reacting to someone calling him a slur. And the guy ended up dying. And they're trying to make it seem like he intentionally meant to take this man out, when that wasn't the case. And see, like I said, it's like only we are allowed not to defend ourselves when it comes to situations as these. We're supposed to just take it on the chin. Like, this guy was rude in the line, and he took it upon himself to park and come in and be even more rude to the people in there, and then say the slurs directly to this man, not once but 2 times. And they don't include the slur in the report, which like I said, I'm sure he told them what they said, but they left it out because they have to build a case against him and whatnot. And see, here's the thing. This guy could go to jail for up to 30 years because of what some old racist PC piece of excrement did. Imagine that. It's gotten to this point. And like I said, if that's how they doing with them, you know how they doing with the Asian American community when it comes to us. That's why a lot of people say just stay away from it and everything like that. But they found a way to try to drag us into their mess. Like, we always have to get mentioned somewhere in some form of fashion. But this is crazy. Like I said, the guy did not mean to kill this man. He didn't mean to kill the man. He just wanted to hit him. He didn't realize the damage he had did. I'm sure he's very apologetic about what happened. He didn't mean to, but they said first degree. They mentioned a first degree, or felony. They are trying, like I said, to make it seem like he intentionally did this. Like, that's the angle that they're going with right now. But I hope everything works out for this guy. But y'all let me know what y'all think about it down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.